calendar may have just flipped to spring, but the outdoor track season already underway. The Jerry Quiller Classic had a great start for outdoor track with the Colorado Buffaloes. Back in the Stampede, our final segment here. Rick George, athletic director, joining us. What happens when you get to this time of year? Now, there's still some sports left, but do you kind of catch your breath a little bit, or what happens?
No, you take a deep breath and then get ready for the next thing that's coming. And certainly with, lacrosse in full swing and outdoor track and both of our golf programs and tennis, I mean, there's a lot going on right now. And, we're getting towards the end of the semester. Spring football starts. I mean, so a lot going on these next couple weeks.
This has really been not only a long year, but a long couple of years in the world of college athletics.
Very long.
Very long. When you sit here, and we're not entirely through it, obviously, right now, but as you sit here, what have you learned, do you think, about college athletics, and specifically about CU?
It's changing.
Yeah.
It's volatile. There's a lot going on, and, you've got to really pay attention to what's going on out there. And, with name, image, and likeness and the transfer portal rule changes there, we've just got to be very mindful of what's going on around us.
Yeah. And from a CU standpoint, being competitive, you found it to be more difficult, or in terms of what we do on the field is a kind of business?
No, I don't think it's more competitive. I mean, look, the reality is that, you've had COVID, you've had people, you've had older teams in a lot of sports, and we certainly haven't had the older teams, and particularly in men's basketball and football, we've been younger. But a lot of schools have a more experienced team because you got 6-year seniors, you got 5th-year seniors, you got grad transfers. I think that'll settle down a little bit as we move forward. But again, the transfer portal, NIL hitting at the same time, it's kind of convergence of that we've just got to be thoughtful about what we're going to do as a Buff family.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that right now. In fact, with the NCAA tournament going on, those older teams. Let's go back to the beginning of the year. Football, what Carl was able to do. And now, I know you're real high on what he's done from a staff standpoint moving forward.
Yeah, I'm really excited about where we're going to end up this fall and spring practice as well. I mean, I really like this football staff. I like the coaches that he brought on board. I've said before that, this is one of the better staffs that we've had since I've been here, and I'm really excited about what they and the team do this fall.
Well, we mentioned track off the top. Go back to the indoor season, and Michaela DeGennaro for the Buffaloes was a national champion in the NCAA mile.
So now a breakaway. That is Michaela DeGennaro of Colorado, and she ups the ante.
Yes, she did, boy, and it's like poker. You got to get in the game, and then you can start playing your chips. She had a personal best yesterday of 4:34.19.
Michaela DeGennaro of Colorado, Cinta Visa is trying to gather herself and catch her. It's just not going to happen. But Colorado goes 1st and 4th in the women's mile.
My plan going in was just to find my comfort spot earlier in the race and just kind of see how it unfolds. I'm comfortable running from the back, so I wanted to stay out of trouble. Went to the back early. Felt good with 2 laps to go, and so I kind of just went for it. With 200 to go, I was like, uh-oh, maybe I went a little early, but my high school coach always said if you make a move, you have to slam the door, so I just tried to hold on for dear life, and I guess no one came back, so I wasn't expecting that.
Michaela DeGennaro, NCAA champion in the mile. As Rick George always talks about, here we're competing for championships here, right? Great example.
No, it's a great example, and she ran one heck of a race, and fun to watch that, and what Mark and Heather and Billy have been able to accomplish with our distance runners. They've really done a great job, and I know this spring, with the finish of the outdoor season, we're going to see a lot of exceptional performances as well.
We see a lot of every once in a while Rick's down working out with student athletes. I haven't seen you on the track with Michaela though.
No, I haven't. I don't want to embarrass myself, and I don't want to pull a hammy.
He can get in the weight room. He's not going to run with me. I guarantee you that.
Exactly right.
It's like me. Hey, let's talk a little basketball. For both Tad Boyle and for J.R. Payne, what they did this year, 20 wins, getting into the NCAA tournament for the women, getting the postseason for the men. What's your assessment there?
My assessment is that's what I'd like to see every year. I'd like men's basketball, and I know Tad does too, wants to be in the postseason and want to be in the NCAA tournament. I think now that our women have got a taste of the NCAA tournament, we got to make this a consistent thing that we do every year. And, as we start to stack that up, our program continues to elevate. I'm really excited about JR and Tad as the head coaches of those two programs, and I look forward to what they will be able to accomplish in the years to come.
Yeah, great season for both the men and the women from a skiing standpoint. Talking about winning championships. Well, we kind of expect that around here, don't we, for skiing?
Look, yeah, we do, but to have two giant slalom champions, NCAA champions, is really a great milestone for us. And I know Andy's not happy about finishing fourth. But first year, feel really good about the progress that he made, and I think we're going to see them continue to rise until they're on top of that podium as a team.
As we stand here, Rick's office, you and I are looking out the window behind our camera right now, that football stadium. I know when fall rolls around, you want number one wins, but you want that place to be full, and it's season ticket time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's important for us to have a full crowd, and our students have really come out and supported us, and our fans did last year. We were second in the conference for percentage of attendance that came to our games, and so we need to build on that and certainly understand people's angst about last year, but that's behind us. We're moving forward, and we're focused on having a really great fall.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, this is the final show of the year. See what we did here? We left the best for last. That's the way this works out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Or he was the only one available for
That's
the last
right,
night.
exactly.
Athletic Director Rick George, as we put a wrap this year on the Buffalo Stampede. I'm voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Can't wait till the fall. We start talking football. We'll talk to you next time.